Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be looking at some more secret messages that I think Rockstar left through characters, cutscenes, and messages that might reveal some details regarding the Doomsday Heist DLC, some of the items you might own, and what to expect. So this update is only a few short hours away, but we have found more clues thanks to your help in the comment section of my previous video. I mean, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for chiming in, and you are the ones who alerted me to some of these new messages and updates that Rockstar might have snuck in there. All right, let's move on to another topic. And yesterday we made a video discussing how Rockstar was using some of the characters in-game to give us secret messages that Doomsday was on its way, that it was going to be coming soon. We talked about Ron and Agent 14 and the various text messages that we have been receiving, and how all of that looks to have been leading up to hinting at the Doomsday Heist, which obviously is the grand finale for 2017, one of the best and hopefully will be one of the biggest updates we have in the game. And you guys actually pointed out 2 more instances of this occurring, which is incredibly awesome. So thank you guys so much for leaving your discussions and getting it going in the comments section down below, which is obviously awesome. I love to see you guys getting involved. So this first instance right here is a conversation that Agent 14 gives you. He says, "Quite a digital footprint you're making. You don't mind me saying so. Little foolish. Anyways, there's one thing an operator like you needs, and that's Doomsday protection." Really, there's a lot more to the underground bunkers we just put up on Mazebank foreclosures. Includes business opportunities, but that's part of it. Log on, take a look, and buy it. You won't regret it. Okay, that is one of the most interesting conversations of all time. So he says, you're going to need Doomsday protection. Once again, this was coming out in the gun running update. And then he says, there's more to the underground bunkers than what we just put up on the Mazebank foreclosures. It has business opportunities, but that's only part of it. What the heck? So not only does this reinforce the fact that, yes, Rockstar was sending secret messages through the in-game characters like Agent 14, but I also think that we may need a bunker now. I mean, why else would Agent 14 give this like weird secret-ish messages regarding the bunkers if we aren't going to end up needing them? And I've made videos on this in kind of separate topics, but the bunkers do have a lot of like unused doors and weird rooms and corridors that Rockstar didn't seem to fill out. So I wonder if in this update, we will be expanding upon the bunkers, and that's the property that Rockstar will allow us to upgrade. Again, we're all going to find out in just a couple of hours, but that was one of the most interesting things I've heard from Agent 14. And we also get some very interesting information from Ron. So this occurs right in the opening cutscene of Smugglers Run, just like how what we looked at the other day, how there was some interesting information coming from the bunker gun running introduction. This occurs once Ron starts talking to us. So as soon as you enter the Smugglers Run hangar, you immediately notice something weird. There's 2 dead federal agents there. What does that have to do with Smugglers Run? Not a whole lot. And then you actually get Ron describing what happened to those federal agents a little bit later. But also, one of the more interesting and weird things is I think he ends up discussing one of the things we saw in the trailer. I'll let you guys take a listen to that right now.
I've got a space weapon from Russia. A Russian hacker space weapon. And I'm going to liquidize you just like I did to your friends.
So as you can very clearly hear Ron C, he talks about an orbital space weapon from Russia. So not only do we see an orbital weapon in the trailer that we actually get to use and activate, but Avon, again, one of the members that's going to be leading us through this, warns us about the Chinese, the North Koreans, and the Russians. Are you freaking kidding me? And as we talked about in my video the other day as well, we took a listen to Ron's Doomsday podcast, and we actually found out that he was predicting that this was going to happen during Smugglers Run. And getting back to the federal agents he killed, guess what the IAA is? It's a federal agency, and we're going to be working directly with them in the Doomsday Heist. So is there a chance that Ron is actually trying to warn us from the Doomsday Heist? Is he going to be the one that predicted it a couple of months before it actually happened? Is Agent 14 the bad guy? Is Ron the good guy that's, trying his best to protect us and help us? And That's why he killed the federal agents as we were getting introduced to him in the sort of opening cutscene. There is absolutely so much to consider here. It really is crazy. So again, those are references, secret messages that Rockstar might be sending through the players or the characters in game, telling us that Doomsday Heist was coming. And it might indicate some of the sides we see here. Good guys, bad guys, Ron, Agent 14, IAA, etc. All right, a couple more things before I let you go. I want to talk about the Osprey. So this is going to be one of the vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts in this update. And one of the things that I think is going to be a feature of this vehicle is going to be a competitor to the Cargo Bob. So we can actually see on one of the screens behind Avon that there's a sort of off-road trophy truck being lifted by something. And I would bet that that truck is being lifted by the Osprey instead of the Cargo Bob. Number one, Rockstar don't have any competitors to the Cargo Bob in game, so I think it's about time. And number two, if you look up real-life photos of the Osprey, it's quite often used to lift various items and objects like military SUVs and stuff like that. So don't be shocked if when this vehicle is released, we actually see it having an ability to lift small objects like that. That would be pretty awesome. And then moving on, yesterday Rockstar actually talked to us about the Volatol bomber, which is going to be one of the new vehicles. And a lot of people were wondering, since this is a dedicated bombing plane, is it going to have better bombing abilities? And if we actually go back to the trailer, unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's the case. As you can see, it drops the same number of standard bombs that all the other ones drop. It can drop 10 at a time in pieces of 5s. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like this vehicle or this bomber is going to be getting any really extra superpowers in terms of, you know, its bombing lethality. I don't really think it's that much of an effective weapon in online anyways. The bombing runs, I never really use them outside of like sort of the missions and whatnot. But who knows? Maybe this plane still has a lot of hope, and I hope that it's one of the better we see in the game, because in real life, that jet is pretty epic. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. I am so excited for the Doomsday Heist update that once again is going to be coming out in just a few short hours. Let me know if you guys are hyped in the comments section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.